Welcome to Understanding the BC Secondary School System, where we answer 10 of the most frequently asked questions from English language learning students and their families. Question 1. Where will my child go to school if the catchment school has no space? Typically, students are assigned to their neighborhood or catchment school, and school enrollment is organized by June 30th, prior to the start of the next school year, to ensure stability and predictability of student placements. But it is possible for students to be placed outside of their neighborhood or catchment area. This occurs in cases when a school does not have the space, programs, or physical resources to accommodate them. A district placement to another school may be required to minimize disruption and cost to the district. However, students placed outside their catchment areas are kept on a wait list. For secondary school placements, students can return after 1 year. However, for elementary school placements, students can return as soon as space becomes available in the program. Question 2. Will my child get a better education and improve his or her chances for university admission by attending a better school? It is important to note that in Vancouver, we do not rank schools. There are no schools which are better than others. The curriculum or learning outcomes for courses are similar from school to school, and our teachers are certified professionals, able to teach a wide array of subjects. Unlike some school systems overseas, where teachers may be paid more if they're at a better school or if they teach a higher grade level subject, teachers in Vancouver have the flexibility to move from one school to another and to teach a number of different courses and grade levels within the school. Similarly, unlike some countries overseas where schools are tiered and where universities may only select students from top-tiered schools, universities in North America are interested in a student's grades, extracurricular activities, and achievements, not the secondary school they graduated from. Question 3. How will my child graduate from secondary school? In order for students to receive their secondary school graduation certificate, they must earn 80 credits from their grade 10, 11, and 12 program. Each course is equivalent to 4 credits, and only courses offered in grades 10, 11, and 12 have credits that can be put towards graduation. The 80 credits can be broken down into 3 sections: 48 required credits, 28 elective credits, and 4 credits derived from the graduation transition program. Again, for a total of 80 credits. Let's take a look at the required credit courses. They are Language Arts, grades 10, 11, and 12. That's really English or communications, unless the student attends a francophone school, in which case the language would be French. Students also need to complete Social Studies grade 10, Social Studies grade 11, BC First Nation Studies 12 or Civic Studies 11, Science grade 10, Science grades 11 or 12, Mathematics grade 10, Mathematics grades 11 or 12, Physical Education grade 10, Planning grade 10, and an elective, Fine Arts or Applied Skills, grades 10, 11, or 12, for a total of 48 required credits. Let's take a look at the next credit group, elective credits. Students only need 28 elective credits or 7 courses in order to fulfill their elective credit requirement. Courses such as biology, physics, calculus, psychology, geography, history, woodwork, metalwork, typing, and more all provide elective credits. Additionally, if students have finished grades 7, 8, or 9 in their home country, they may have already acquired elective credits. For example, if the student is from China, the Philippines, Iran or Iraq, India, Korea, Japan, Mexico, etc., and has completed grades 7, 8, and 9, they can receive external language credit for grade 10, 11, or 12 Chinese, Filipino, Persian, etc. As well, if English language learning students or ELL students have finished grade 10 art, music, computer, business, etc. in their home country, they can receive additional credit. But remember, it doesn't matter if a student has accumulated 30, 40, or 50 elective credits. Only 28 elective credits count toward graduation. Now let's take a look at the last 4 credits, the Graduation Transition Program. The purpose of the Graduation Transition Program is to ensure that students have the basic skills needed to be successful after secondary school. In the Graduation Transition Program, students learn the importance of a healthy lifestyle, connecting to the community, and planning for the future. The Graduation Transition Program is made up of 3 sections. Personal health, where students maintain a personal health plan and participate in 150 minutes a week of moderate to vigorous physical exercise. Community connections, where students participate in at least 30 hours of work experience/community service and describe what was learned. Career and life, where students complete a transition plan and present significant accomplishments. Upon completing the Graduation Transition Program, students will receive the final 4 credits required for graduation. Again, students will receive 80 credits upon completing the required credit, elective credit, and the Graduation Transition Program requirements. One important point to note is that of the 80 credits needed for graduation, at least 16 must be at the grade 12 level, including a grade 12 language arts course and 12 other credits. These may be from required courses or elective credits. Question 4. Will my child graduate sooner if he or she can drop English language learning classes and take more regular classes? The answer is no. Dropping ELL classes will not speed up the graduation process. That's because a student who declines ELL classes in favor of art, music, computer, science, etc. would only be increasing their elective credit requirement, which, as explained in question 2, has a maximum of only 28 credits. For ELL students, it is the required credit courses, in particular language arts or English, grades 10, 11, and 12, and social studies grades 10 and 11 that are essential for graduating. ELL students need to show a certain level of understanding of the English language before they can enroll in these required credit courses. The ELL classes help provide that understanding and serve as the foundation for future success. Question 5. When can my child take transitional or regular English courses? If an English language learning student demonstrates a sufficient understanding of the English language, their ELL or transitional teacher can recommend a transfer to regular English courses. However, it's important to note that ELL students need to be reading and writing at a level that will allow them to cope successfully with the new curriculum and to contribute to the class. Please note that the placement of ELL students in an English class when they cannot understand the content nor contribute to the class will affect the level of conversation and learning outcomes for all students in the class. Question 6. Can my child still graduate from secondary school if he or she is already 18 years old and is still in an English language learning program? The answer is yes. They can still graduate, but probably not through secondary school. Students would need to attend an adult education or continuing education center for their courses. The Vancouver Board of Education has a variety of adult education or continuing education centers that offer students all the required courses and most elective courses found in secondary school. The courses in adult education can be completed in as little as 9 weeks or 1 semester. And, like secondary school, the adult education program is free to students who have not yet graduated. Question 7. How is adult education similar or different from the secondary school program? Let's begin with the similarities. Universities view the marks obtained in adult education and in secondary school programs equally, and both programs offer the same total hours of instructions per course. And upon completion of the graduation requirements, students will receive the same graduation certificate that is issued to other secondary school graduates. But there are differences between adult education and secondary school. For instance, adult education only offers grades 10 through 12 courses, whereas secondary school offers grades 8 through 12 courses. And the courses offered in adult education can be completed in as little as 9 weeks or 1 semester, which is much shorter than the 10 months per course required at secondary school. And the majority of students enrolled in adult education are older, between 18 to 22 years of age, whereas in secondary school, students range in age from 12 to 19 years. Question 8. How will my child go to university? And do universities look at provincial exams? Universities will consider applicants who will soon graduate or who have already graduated. And most universities will look at a student's English 12 mark and the student's 3 best grade 12 marks from a list of recognized courses. Please note that there are required provincial exams in grades 10, 11, and 12. In grade 10, required provincial exams include English, Science, and Math. The grade 11 required provincial exams include Social Studies or Civic Studies. And in grade 12, the required provincial exams include English or Communications. In grades 10 and 11, the provincial exams are worth only 20% of the final grade. The classwork is worth 80%. The exception are the grade 12 English and Communications provincial exams, which are worth 40%, and the classwork 60%. Similar to other countries, students can enter university once they have graduated from secondary school. However, unlike universities in many other countries, in Canada, there is no age limit for admission. Students do not need to get into university by age 19. They can apply for university at age 30, 40, 50, or older. And if a student does not get accepted into his or her university of choice, they can reapply to that university at a later date. However, it's important to note the difference between attending university and completing it. For ELL students, university offers a particular set of challenges. That's because universities require a strong command of the English language in order to succeed. Let's take, for example, some first-year ELL university students who are strong in math and science but fail their first-year English course. The university will allow them to continue to their second year. But if they continue to fail their English courses, the university may not allow them to return for their third year. It is important for ELL students to build on the English foundation skills they have acquired and developed in secondary school. Again, parents and secondary school students need to focus on the goal of not just attending university, but completing university. And so, for some ELL students, attending university immediately after secondary school may not be their best option. We will examine other post-secondary school alternatives in Question 9. Question 9. What other options are available for students after secondary school? University admission standards are quite high in Canada. Often, universities require a solid A or B grade average for admission consideration. So it is possible for a student with good grades to not be accepted by his or her university of choice. But that doesn't mean that a student's education ends after secondary school. Secondary school and adult education graduates can always apply to college. Colleges offer programs for a 1-year certificate and/or 2-year diploma, which provide a wide array of employment options for students. And many colleges also offer a 1 or 2 year university transfer program. And upon completing the program's requirements, students can transfer to university to continue their studies and earn a university degree. In effect, students have entered university through college. Students may also choose to complete an additional 3rd and 4th year to earn a second diploma, which will allow them to be qualified for a wider array of jobs. Students and parents should also be aware that many of our colleges also offer degree programs similar to those found in university, which means that college students can complete a 4-year degree program through a college/university. So secondary school graduates have a number of post-secondary education options available, as do graduates from the adult education program. Of course, individuals above 19 years of age may apply to attend university or college at any time to acquire new skills and to better their employment options. Question 10. How can parents help English language learning students succeed in secondary school? Firstly, it's important to note that students need to be living with at least one parent and/or legal guardian in order to qualify for public education in Vancouver. Newly arrived students who are not living with a parent and/or legal guardian would need to pay international fees for their education. Secondly, one of the key factors to a successful academic life is the practice of home study. Home study is not the same as homework. Where a teacher assigns homework to students, the practice of home study involves students furthering their knowledge on their own, outside of the classroom. Examples of home study would be to set up a regular routine after school hours to review one's coursework, to read ahead in order to be better prepared for future lessons, to work at increasing one's reading, writing, and interpersonal communication skills, and to get together with peers in study groups. It is also important to take part in extracurricular activities such as school clubs, music, sports, and even volunteering in the community. Such involvement fosters a balance between study and life skills that offers students a solid foundation after graduation. And finally, ELL students and their parents can always turn to their own school's counselor, ELL teacher, multicultural liaison worker, and Swiss worker for valuable guidance and information. We hope that this video provides you with a better understanding of the school system your students will be experiencing. For additional videos and information, please visit the Vancouver Board of Education website at www.vsb.bc.ca.